Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Divinity Original Sin 2. Wir werden weiter in Arx uns umschauen und jetzt die Schule erkunden, denke ich. Also den Südosten. Schauen wir mal, was da noch so abgeht. Also hier unten. Mit dem hatten wir schon geredet. Dann schauen wir mal hier rein. Aha. Ja, die Schule soll ja wohl ein bisschen verwahrlost sein und das sieht auch so aus. Da ist ein Teddybär. Can't reach. Dann lassen wir den Zwerg mal ran. Hup.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
Ansonsten. Da ist auch noch was. Okay, Open Book. A roll call. 22 Rubron 1241. Belglin absent. Present absent. Ward Bobby. 23. All absent.
Been a while since any new students were registered here. Not that this comes as any surprise. Just look at this place.
Ja, aber auch überhaupt keine Ahnung, welches Datum wir überhaupt haben. Da gibt das Spiel ja jetzt auch nicht so wahnsinnig tolle Informationen. Hier steht halt nur, wie viel der Tag. Naja.
I've had just about enough of it. Oh, 1,000 apologies. I'm just at wit's end is all. This place is already overrun with addicts and orphans. And now I've got to deal with... what? A sulking creeper?
The woman shakes her head and sighs.
I should stop caring so much, but the kids shouldn't suffer. They don't deserve this void-infested hellhole we're handing to them.
Lay out your hand on her shoulder. You imagine things are tough in Arx.
She swats your hand away with a harumph.
A rumph.
Tough, yes. And they don't get any better if I talk about things I'd rather forget.
Intelligence? Say you've studied the works of many a healer. The longer she bottles her feelings, the worse things will get. Insist you're a friendly ear. She should take advantage of that while she can. Saddle up on her. Get real close. She can trust little old you. Oh god. Memory.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to talk about things a little. This place, it used to be a school. My husband Griff and I, we taught the local kids what we could. History, politics, writing, reading. A little cooking, a little alchemy. The parents paid what they could. It was enough. Now it's this. I'm stuck scrubbing Lady Kem's filthy floors in exchange for coin most days. And I don't have the energy to shoo away the junkies that wander in.
Nor to disdain. Does she not like working for Lady Kem? Doch, es gibt eine Lady, okay.
I spent enough time doing the work. I'm not going to waste any more talking about it.
Griff, say you came across him during your days in the Joy.
You know him? Was he holding up okay?
Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr, wer Griff war. Moment, das möchte ich aber gerade nochmal nachgucken. Griff, Fault, Joy. War das der Anführer von denen? Griff. Gives the imprisoned elf quest. Ich glaube, Griff war der Chefe quasi. Aber... Habe ich hier noch ein Bild? Ja, das sieht danach aus. Not an affirmation. He was the leader. He looked after his fellow soldiers. Den habe ich fast umgebracht. Skull. Griff was a thug and a tyrant. You're no fond... You've no fond words to impart.
No, you must be thinking of someone else. My Griff is a gentle soul. He believes in the kids. He made this school what it was.
Ask if she'd like those addicts to take a hike.
I've tried shooing them off, but to no avail. I swear, if Griff were here, he'd have this place cleaned up in no time.
Na, glaube ich auch.
If the squatters were gone, I could start fresh. Scour the place down, get the school going again. Get out from under Lady Kem's posh thumb.
Run your finger along your weapon. That's a problem you can take care of, for sure. Tell her you'll see what you can do.
Well, I wouldn't refuse your help. If Griff can't be here, maybe you're the next best thing.
Beryl hums a few random notes, just a few. But in those notes, you discern a crumb of hope.
School's out. Doctor's orders. We were ambushed by some demons masquerading as ordinary citizens of Arx. They seem to be minions of Dr. Deva. We met Griff, who asked for our help in reclaiming the schoolhouse from the squatters. Muss ich mal gerade noch was checken? Moment. Okay. School out. Kleinen Moment noch. So. Dann schauen wir mal weiter. Reden noch mit dem da. Bubi!
Mrs. Griff still lets me come over and play, as long as I don't run off too far. Sometimes we do our ABCs.
Das. Gehen wir gleich rein. Ich glaube, das will ich nicht. Wir können aber auch gerade mal, das hier musste weg, das hier sortieren. Rüber, rüber. Leatherball. Das kann die auch mal nehmen. Toy Sword. Wir hören auf jeden Fall noch das Getoaste vom Hafen. Das sich so ein bisschen anhört, als wenn ein Drache stehen würde. Painting, painting, sheet of paper. Rhymes of the scribes. I can deduct one recipe from this book, but this reads more like a puzzle than a recipe. I will have to experiment with what I can learn from these rhymes. Naja, der Sound kommt von hier. Das ist schon sehr weit, wo das rüber dröhnt. Der Wind trägt das einfach, sagen wir mal. Dann gucken wir uns hier mal um. Ja, da unten bin ich ja schon gewesen. Pennyban Mushroom. Nein. I have too much to carry. So. Mit dem hatten wir schon gesprochen und unten war dieser Typi. Ah ja, und da war die Tante. Okay. Ja, dann müssen wir ja jetzt hier in dieses Haus rein.
words are hot and black. March for Lucian, Lickety. He will guide us there. Starhorn. The fog can carry you.
Das sind auf jeden Fall Verrückte, die da drin sind.
School's out, I dare say.
Look over there. Shiny light. Do you see them? The mist steps. Each one is an echo of Lucian's dreams. Pray be his. They lead through the silver puffs and into the hall.
She bows towards nothing in particular and fingers the collar of her priestly garb, then looks at you with dark, sunken eyes.
Note her unusual behavior. That must be quite a trip she's having.
I am blessed, fresh pearl, by Drudenay and Divinity. I glide on Lucian's breath and feed on his sighs and smiles. For him, I would walk the path of blood. He needs only sing the command. I'm not like the cat lord, our Hulu. He slinks around and under and over and inside. He would skim the path and miss the blood.
The priest raises her head and screams to the ceiling.
Lucian, my wings are ready. I will flap and flit-flop when your words go blue. Our Hulu does not deserve your warm.
Ask about the cat lord Ahulu.
I hear he avoids Lucian's tough maker, the path of blood. He is a defiler of Lucian's will, shine beast. The crypt waits for only divine, devout, devoted. It is not an easy make trial. Bypass the blood and Lucian brings the rumble. Skyquakes across the heavens, what Lucian said. Punishment for the easy walk.
Du redest wirr.
The priest waves her arms through the air, drawing your attention to these non-existent skyquakes.
Sure, well, the doped priest. She's not welcome here.
She traces a circle on the floor with her left foot, then shakes her head. You're stymied by the foot gesture, but the head shake is more than clear.
Make a random series of mystical motions. Lucian calls to her from the cathedral. Does she not hear? Tell her to open her eyes. This is a schoolhouse. There are no mist stairs. She's just hallucinating. Put your arms around her. She needs to go somewhere and rest. The Drudenay's been too much for her. Stand straight and tall. Through you she may hear Lucian's words, and you say she must depart.
Yes. Your voice. His voice. It makes the airdrops quiver. I am called to the cathedral. I will travel there anon. Clouds should twinkle, as Lucian commanded them. Come, fireflies, he calls us elsewhere.
Ach, die gehörten auch dazu. Naja, okay. Toll, wurden blockt, die wollen wir nicht mitnehmen. Ups, das ist böse. Da war auch eine Tür. Habe ich gar nicht gesehen.
Junk.
Junk. Das nehmen wir auch noch mit. Guck mal, Stück Carrier. Da muss ich mal sortieren. Was ist denn da so schwer? Die Bilder? Muss ja die gleich mal verkaufen. Jo, Unsinn. Nur noch drüber? Ja. Na gut. So. Da können wir noch dran. Brauche ich jetzt nicht unbedingt. Da hängen noch Bilder. Kann der direkt mitnehmen. Wow. Schlüssel haben wir nicht. Ne. Hacken wir den auch noch. Das hier können wir noch untersuchen.
So, how's the addict eviction going?
Turner, the addicts are gone, and not a drop of blood was spilled in the process.
Is that... Wait, really? They're gone? That's good news. Maybe our hard work wasn't all for nothing then. Is there anything I can do to show my thanks?
Tell her you wouldn't turn down some kind of payment, even a small one. Say, what you really want is information. What can she tell you about the camps?
She pauses and tightens her lips. A moment passes, and then another. She smiles.
Well, at the risk of saying something I shouldn't, that whole mansion is weird. She sits in that drawing room serving tea all day. As for him, well, he doesn't even sleep in the same room as his wife. He has his own bedroom, does Kem, and it's always locked. He's got secrets, you see. Trapdoors and ladders. Where they lead, I don't know, but his wife knows nothing about them. Anyway, you've certainly been a breath of fresh air. You're no Griff, but it's been good having you around.
Ja, vielen Dank. Und wir können uns hier Schrott oder Schrott aussuchen. The Vault of Linda Kem. Too much to carry. Also. Journal. A Beryl Griff told us that Kem always keeps his bedchamber locked. She believes that he's concealed all sorts of trapdoors and ladders from his wife. We have reached the cathedral, but in order to enter the Tomb of Lucian, we must first survive a rite known as the Path of Blood. We ought to look into how to get past it. Naja, damit haben wir das ja jetzt auch schon. Das war ja jetzt doch dann schnell. Dann gehen wir mal. Das sind Citizen beide. Ja. Gehen wir mal Zeug verkaufen. Und dann gucken wir vielleicht auch mal, ob wir da reinkommen.
How could this happen?
Möglicherweise haben da auch die mittlerweile neues Zeug.
What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Na gut, da habe ich ja schon ein extrem gutes Teil. Hey, na, sonst ist da nix. Offer all where. So. Zack. Das war zu die falsche, aber passt schon.
I welcome newcomers and natives alike. We shall trade. We shall talk. I suppose you're busy.
Giant Slayer. May the land sustain you and the wild game feed you, friend.
Very funny.
Ja, der ist halt 18. Der ist halt an sich auch nicht verkehrt. Den sollten wir vielleicht sogar einfach kaufen.
I welcome newcomers and natives alike.
Ist halt ordentlich Rüstung, die jeder brauchen kann.
Nature provides.
Ja. Accept. Und du?
Sturdy bows and
Browse as you must, but do return, should you find it necessary.
Hosen.
All those
Braucht
broken
Intelligence
arrows. You've got your work
14.
cut out.
Constitution
Some are
und
still
Wits.
good.
Ja,
What
das
you
ist halt
looking
nicht
for?
so optimal, aber das, was die da jetzt hat, ist auch
I'm
nicht
not
gut.
picky, so long as the
Und
arrow
der?
flies straight.
Naja, also ersetzen kann ich die durchaus.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
What a pile of junk.
Ja. Dann können wir die,
Potions and
wenn wir da eine bessere
Tell me
finden, die
what
immer
you
noch
want.
zum anderen geben.
Give you that.
Mhm. Jetzt gucke ich nochmal, ob die nicht noch schlechtere haben. Eigentlich ja schon, ne?
Hunters,
Ja, wobei, da
I've
sind
got the
Hitpoints
wares you
drauf. Moment, der ist aber so richtig scheiße.
Potions and poultices.
Dann
Tell
machen
me
wir das
what
so.
you seek.
Und ja, 400, 500 im Endeffekt. Und sonst nichts Besonderes. Da sind so was nur ja,
All
350
those
drauf.
broken
Na,
arrows. You've got your work
Hitpoints
cut out.
halt. Die sind wahrscheinlich sogar
Some
noch
are still
schlechter.
good. What you looking for?
Nature
I'm not
provides.
picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Na, die sind beide scheiße.
Hunters,
Na,
I've
wurscht.
got the
Wer hat
wares
denn
you
davon
need.
How's the
weniger?
potion business going?
Mixed.
Das ist ja
Very
Magieschutz.
funny.
3000, also 9400 rum. Und der hat auch 8009. Das macht überhaupt keinen Unterschied. Ja gut, machen wir das einfach. So.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need. Oh yes, the
Das war falsch.
Nature provides.
Giant Slayer. Back to refill your. May the land sustain you and the wild game feed you, friend.
Naja. So. Dann gucken wir jetzt mal, ob wir dahinter kommen. Das war ja nur da vorne der Raum.
They kicked me out. Don't they know who I am?
Wir haben außerdem diese Invitation. Eigentlich müssten die uns da voll reinlassen.
Come in, my esteemed and estimable friend. Come in. Of course.
Dann reden wir nochmal mit denen hier vorne.
Days?
Aber da muss ich wahrscheinlich hinten rüber reinspringen.
On your way. This gate's to be kept clear. That's under control. On your way. Have you heard a word that I...
Na. Ja, dann springen wir da halt rüber. Da ist jedenfalls auch noch ein Händler, wie es aussieht.
The guard continues to ignore you.
Okay. Sprung. Dorian Gell. Und hüpf. So, und ihr könnt jetzt einfach hinterher. Da muss ich erstmal wieder ein paar Sachen rauswerfen.
here?
The noble-looking dwarf beckons you to come closer.
I've heard tell of you before. You're that Silver Fang or something, right?
Bland as a banker replied that you have no idea what he's talking about. He glared at him witheringly. It's Silver Claw, actually. Shrugged non-committally.
Look, I know you're him. I know you can take care of problems. I've got just the problem for you. Very lucrative one. I need you to take care of my father-in-law.
He winks in an exaggerated fashion, squeezing one eye shut so forcefully it looks like his face just swallowed an eyeball.
And in return, what kind of payment do lone wolves seek?
Say you'll accept only one reward. Margaret's wand. Assure him that you're a simple creature. You want gold, percentage of the will. You don't care about the gold or favors. Ask what else he has to offer. Refuse to murder for him. You're not a common thug to be ordered about by some dandy. Say that if he'd like to offer a favor for a favor, that works for you. Or refuse to murder for him.
The dwarf's hand flies to his mouth in a none too convincing display.
Murder? I suggested no such thing. Now get out of my sight and stop wasting my damn time. What? Are you here to recommend I kill my wife too? Or my aunt? Or Her Majesty herself? Get away from me. I don't need some viper in my life. Who knows who else you're hissing to?
The dwarf stares grimly into space. On his fingers he wears rings, some of which have ornate, rose-tinted jewels on them. You notice one has a gem missing.
What? I swear I'm in no mood to meet more of my wife's business associates. I've shaken hands with enough fishmongers today.
Lean in and quietly tell him that you read his journal. You know.
The dwarf chuckles, never turning his gaze away from the window.
Pray, tell me. What do you think you know?
Whisper that you know he can't get rid of her father alone. Tell him that you know he married the bride for her money, not love.
Well, I never. Why would you question my commitment to my sweet little buttercup? The honey in my tea, the bee in my bonnet, the sugar in my bowl. Perish the idea.
Whisper that you know he can't get rid of her father alone.
The dwarf turns away from the window, his dark, narrow eyes taking you in for the first time.
And what might you mean by that?
Grin and observe that if the merchant dies, he'll surely leave his estate to his daughter. Pat him on the shoulder. He looks like a sharp guy. He'll figure out. Yeah. Oh.
What goes on between me and my new family is no concern of some passing vagabond. Now get out before I see you buried in the garden with the other trash.
Jetzt weiß ich nicht, ob das irgendwie einen negativen Impact hat. Eigentlich will ich den ja eher umbringen.
My lord, I beg your pardon, but the feast has been cut short due to active gods.
Can't say I know that face. You must be one of my husband's noble friends.
She tries to curtsy from her seat, but it's clumsy and awkward. As she looks up, you notice a pale pink shade in her eyes, along with a deep scarlet blush spreading across her cheek.
Blast! I was sure I'd got the hang of that.
Explain that you just wanted to offer your congratulations on the wedding. Ja, genau.
Thank you kindly. I may not have been lucky in the ceremony, but I'm blessed with my husband.
She turns and waves timidly to the man on the balcony behind her, her husband, who offers an apathetic grunt in return.
Ah, see there? I've nabbed me a fine man and no mistake.
Glance over. Quietly tell the bride the groom doesn't love her. He only married her for her money.
What? Why would you say something like that? Is it jealousy? Do you wish you could have found someone so pure, so caring? My gut tells me I should be angry, all I feel's pity. It ain't everyone that's as lucky in love as me.
Say that you heard she had some Voidwalking Gate crashers.
Oh, why? Some way to spend the happiest day of your life? You should have seen my man, though. He was magnificent. Jumping over tables, pushing people out of the way. He's quite the athlete.
Observe that Voidwalking only appear where source is used. What was she up to?
Not up to anything. We're merchants, not mystics. If you want source, talk to Kem and his bloody paladins. They're the ones to blame. They're bad as the Black Ring, bringing this down on us. My sweet husband could have been killed.
Press it for details. What happened exactly?
It was beautiful. We said our vows, tied the ceremonial knot. The priestess was just finishing her sermon when these things appeared. It looked like they were wriggling out of the ground below us. And then they started killing. The priestess, my family, my friends. If not for the guards, they'd have got me too.
Then there's something else that you need to talk about.
Well, it's not like I have much else to do for the time being but chat.
Uh-huh.
Can't say I know that face.
She tries to curtsy from her...
Blast! I was sure I'd got the hang of that. What? Is it jealousy? My gut tells me I should be angry. All I feel...
Okay. Das ist ein bisschen doof. Anti-Flan.
The woman cries on.
Ist wohl jemand verstorben.
He bows hurriedly.
Celebration's over. Best be heading home.
He looks you up and down.
Wherever that might be.
Ask him where the ceremony took place.
The garden, behind me. But you best know what you'll be seeing there. Corpses and the like. Voidwalking aren't known for leaving things tidy. First day at work and a Voidwalking attack. Typical.
Garlic kann man mitnehmen. Ne, ist so hoch, dass man da eben nicht drankommt. Vase. Das kann man von der Seite knacken. Oder konnte man wahrscheinlich auch von der anderen Seite knacken.
Come in, my esteemed and esteemable friend. Come in! Yes, and my employer has a wedding to pay for. It's pretty good stuff. You're gonna like it, I promise. Of course.
Er sagt ja Employer, das ist also nicht der Vater. Der Vater muss noch irgendwo sein. Dann ist er wahrscheinlich oben. Gehen wir da erstmal hoch. Oder der ist draußen. Und da.
Why, yes, thank you. Indeed, it would have been a beautiful ceremony for my Isla. Terrible tragedy, I know, and Uncle Paul so recently retired. Very good of you to come. Safe travels home now. Bye-bye.
Ceremony? Ask what he means.
Ah, terribly sorry. I mistook you for a guest. The Emporium is downstairs, if you please. Ta.
Continue to chat him up as if you knew all the details of the ceremony. What a dramatic turn of events! Ask if everything is alright. You sensed something was off as soon as you drew near the house.
Yes, a dreadful affair. Voidwalking of all things. And my poor Isla on her special day. Now, I do wish you all the best, and thanks ever so much for making the trip.
Ask about the Voidwalking. Whatever could have lured them here.
He interrupts you by introducing his palm to your face.
Be sure to close the doors behind you as you leave. which I trust will be any moment now.
What's up with this dismissive tone? Tell him you just wanted to help. Say you'll leave when you want to. You don't like being rushed. Note the open trunks and piles of clothes littering the room and ask if he's packing for a trip.
You've been proven a friend to Duna's spawn. So from one friend to another, I say, get out of Arx. Leave it far behind and never look back. I can't say why, but trust me, just do it.
Question him. That doesn't make sense. He was already in the middle of packing when you arrived.
All right. Look, just get out of Arx. Leave it far behind and never turn back. I can't say why, but trust me, do it.
Say you need more information than that. If danger's afoot, you need to know what you're facing. Points to your more than ample backpack. Does he need to see your weapon collection for him to divulge that he knows what he knows?
Say what you like, do what you like. My lips are sealed. If Her Majesty found out Oh, shite.
Ach so, yeah.
Mikhail bites his lip in an effort to keep it from flapping further.
We're both busy men. Why don't you get busy somewhere else while I stay busy here? Be brief.
Tell him to stop packing. Arx is safe from the death fog.
Really? This is amazing news. But what of the Queen? What's been going on? Is she safe?
I him suspiciously. If he knew the Queen planned to release Deathfog, why did he keep it a secret?
An odd question. She is my queen. All dwarves are but players in her game. I don't question her will.
Tell him she was alive last you knew, but you don't know her whereabouts.
Then I'll send my men and women to sniff her out. She may think to stay covert, but royalty is easily divined. It burdens my heart, truly, but I must say farewell now. I trust you understand.
Mikhail returns to his boxes and sacks, though he no longer places items in them, but removes them.
What say you? Best regards and all that. What say you? Look, my brother in beardness, I can't say why, but if you know what's good for you, you'll get out of Arx. Leave it far behind and never look back. I'm glad we agree. Now, I'm sure your social schedule is exhausting. You must have another gathering to attend, I'm sure. Bye now.
Naja, dann habt ihr das da schon wieder vergessen. Okay. Ja, es war ja dann nicht so super.
Move along.
Kommen wir da vorbei? Ja. Was? Das ist ein Schwein mit einer Krone.
You've come to serve, yes? Excellent. Bring me my slippers. Chop chop.
Chop chop and shake your head. You're no one's servant and certainly no pigs.
Aw, it's always so adorable when the peasants pretend they have lives of their own.
Zwaffel. Hätte ich vielleicht was anderes sagen sollen.
Ah, yes. The servant returns. What say you, Pin?
Kann man jetzt auch leider nichts mehr machen. Upp, meins. Na gut, dann gehen wir jetzt noch zum... draußen zu diesen Dingen. Zu dem Voidwoken Attack Gelände.
I know that smell. Death fog. Where's it coming from?
So much death on such a lovely day.
Hm. Volume 3. Cake.
There are toys in the cake. They're alive, and they look hostile. Time to play.
Die haben anscheinend Minen mit. Okay, der ist zuerst dran. Dann kommt der. Der wird wahrscheinlich nicht rüberspringen. Das ist mehr als 5 Meter. Dann machen wir das damit. 2 Punkte dazu bekommen. Puff. So, dann haben wir... Da hinten ist einer. Kabaff. Da wollte also jemand wohl wen umbringen. To the happy couple upon the special...
What in Dinnet? Did you make this God's blessed mess?
Tell him about the ambush and ask where the cake came from.
It came from the doctor, with a letter of congratulation. It was truly a magnificent sight. But the wedding was cut short before we could ever slice it. Explosive wind-ups, you say? Voidwoken. Sabotage. You'd think someone had it in for our little lady.
Ask about the doctor. Who is this person?
Few have seen his face, and none know his name. He corresponds only by scroll and messenger. We seldom speak of him, except in whisper and midnight scare stories. He'll open your belly and fill it with jelly. The doctor is in. The doctor is in. He'll rip off your toes and shove them up your nose. The doctor is in. The doctor is in.
Klingt ja sehr nett.
You chant that one after the bell tolls midnight, and someone's bound to scream.
Ask about the doctor again. Wonder where the doctor lives.
It's easiest if I show you. Let me see your map.
He shakes his head and whistles as he identifies the doctor's home on your map.
Look, I don't believe much in spooks and spectres, but if there was ever a house that was haunted, well, that's the one. They say almost no one gets in, and those that do, never come out.
Ask about the doctor again.
There's little to tell. We don't know his surname or lineage, his desires or dreams. He speaks to few, and few wish to speak of him.
Ask him again where the doctor lives.
The shadowed house on the eastern cliff. Don't expect a warm welcome.
You're on your way.
You're leaving already? A shame. This place is a disaster, and I could use a few extra hands.
Ja, aber wir hatten ja jetzt diese Notiz, die noch zum Lesen war. The happy couple on this special occasion. Ja, der Zwerg, der weiß nicht so recht, wo er hin soll. Though unmatched by the bride's own sweetness, may I offer this confection as a symbol of the sugared desire on which new love glides. May you enjoy each rich bite and explosive finish soon to follow. P.S. I am told a certain Isabel has made the guest list. Please ensure she's present when the cake is sliced. She will surely erupt with joy. Kind regards, the doctor. Der Doktor. Der Schlüssel. Da liegt Source rum. Dann können wir wieder die Kette zücken. Wie sie wieder da ist, ne? Ja.
Curious. This amulet is storing the source.
Haben wir sonst noch irgendwo eine Pfütze? Hier jetzt erstmal jedenfalls nicht. Mhm. Da ist ganz viel Bier. Und Goldcup. Ja, nehmen wir einfach mal alles mit.
This again.
Ja. Mhm. So, dann werden hier sicherlich auch mehrere Geister stehen. Ja.
The spirit of a guard gazes around the garden sternly. Clearly, he's unaware of his demise.
A bit heavy.
The spirit of a dwarven lady remains wrapped by the since-interrupted wedding ceremony. She dabs away some tears with a handkerchief. The spirit of a dwarf watches the ceremony with a scowl. He tugs at his ornate collar in an effort to loosen it. The spirit of an elegantly dressed woman glances around, seemingly more interested in the other guests than in the unfolding ceremony.
Und da.
The spirit of a dwarven attendee attempts to discreetly sip from a goblet of spectral wine he stashed beneath him. The spirit of an elven dignitary remains seated in a pew where the wedding unfolded. He stifles a disinterested yawn. The spirit of a dwarf guard patrols the garden, oblivious to the fact that he's dead.
Und da ist noch einer.
Curled upper lip, lightly bobbing head, unwavering gaze. There's no doubting the spirit's distaste of current circumstances.
Auch nochmal ein Schlüssel. Puh, okay. Da ist jetzt erstmal was zum Einsaugen. Das wird wieder dauern. Gehört das Haus daneben auch noch dazu? Lawmasters Haus, ne? Das ist dann auch alles. Was ist da? Vielleicht kann ich das gleichzeitig sortieren.
Junk.
Ne, das kriege ich nicht gleichzeitig hin. Dafür geht es dann doch zu schnell. Pizza. So. Da oben ist noch Spirit of a Wedding Guest. Aha.
The spirit of a dwarven lady stands eagerly by, as if she's waiting to catch a bouquet.
Tell the spirit that the wedding is over. She and the other guests are dead.
The spirit shoos you away absently, her gaze fixed intently on the arc that the bouquet is taking through the air.
Holy Book of Matrimony.
Get in my way and you'll get an elbow in the eye.
Da haben wir noch Siebe.
I've spotted something.
Aha.
Come on, through it.
Ja. okay.
This bouquet's mine.
Ja, das hier ist halt mehr... Oh. Was ist denn das für eine tolle Statue?
A statue of a trumpet-playing dwarf, but something about it smells off.
Lean and close to catch the scent of the stone.
The stone smells of granite and rosewater, but beneath the aroma, a familiar smell lingers. Death fog. And then you see it. The horn of the trumpet connects to a pipe. The pipe disappears into the dirt. The scent of death fog comes from under the ground.
The secrets of the dwarfs. Yeah, the gardens of the Ross estate have been ruined by White Walking. The wedding cake somehow survived untouched. Yeah. The cake turned out to be a trap. We were attacked by strange constructs. We detected a trace scent of death fog near a statue in the garden of Michelle Rose. It seems that the cake was a gift from a powerful figure known as the Doctor who lives in Arx. We should pay him a visit. Ja, aber eigentlich ist das ja erledigt. Deshalb, was sollten wir jetzt da noch machen, um das abzuschließen? Das Haus? Da müssten wir noch rein. Moment. Ach ne, okay. Jo, dann haben wir das. Dann gehen wir jetzt nochmal zurück und versuchen nochmal mit den Leuten zu reden. Und vielleicht ist ja bei Oh, da ist noch was. Ist ja mit irgendwem was Neues zu bereden. Wir haben jemanden verloren. Beasts. Aber abgekoppelt. Da geht's auch noch runter. Ach ja, klar. Da bin ich ja in der Kanalisation gewesen. Naja, okay, das ist aber noch was Separates. Wahrscheinlich geht's hier nochmal runter. Rucksack. Naja. Ne. Das war Müll. Das war Müll. Warfare Summoning Leadership. Ah, das kann eigentlich auch nicht. Na, vielleicht kann der Zwerg das brauchen. Ah, der ist da am Kern. Naja, ich bin jedenfalls nicht mehr überladen. 85, ja, es passt. Dann haben wir hier alles. Nächster Raum. Ah, da werden wir aber auch sehr schnell wieder voll sein, fürchte ich. Loot. Coin Purse. Die wurden gar nicht angezeigt in der Inschriftform. Wine Barrel, okay, die brauchen wir nicht. Okay, das ist anscheinend ganz besonderer Wein da hinten. Hm. Hau ab. Ich kann aber auch einfach den jetzt zu dem anderen porten. Oder alle rüber porten. Ja, hatte ich jetzt nicht in der Gruppe drin. Na, ist egal, das sollte schon reichen. Koppeln wir die aneinander. Dann kann ich hier was von dem Müll rüberschicken. Letter. D. Cortes Convent. The sewers are hardly an ideal location, but there's more than enough space here to conduct my research. J remains blissfully ignorant, convinced that our plan is in actuality hers. She may not be weak of body, but she is certainly weak of will. You can reach us through the cellars using the key I gave you. And remember, when selecting a wine, choose the one that shares its name with the pig. It pairs well with success, I hear. Aha. Das heißt, da ist einer vergiftet. Zack, zack, zack. Genau, der Zwerg, wenn das einer brauchen kann, dann eher Warfare und Summoning. Ja, und halt ordentlich mehr Rüstung, muss man halt auch bedenken. Naja, nee, mache ich aber nicht. Holy Book of Matri, not Matri Dings. A collection of what seems to be a template wedding vows. Some mention love, but quite a few read like legal contracts. Flipping through it, you find one with 2 whole paragraphs of inheritance rights. It's circled in red ink. Dwarven Royal Spear. Die kann man auch mal rübergeben. Schön schwer. So, das ist empty. Rüberschicken. Kaufen. On Lizards. A Cranley Hubert's description, oder Hubert's description of the lizards begins and ends with the houses of war, law, and dreams, and tells great tales of physical perfection, intellectual rigor, and the importance of bloodlines in the middle. He also tells what he believes to be a tall tale about dragons. He finds lizards impressive indeed, but not to a draconic extent. Metamorphosis. The ability to change form. Ja, das hatten wir schon mal. Das kann weg. Und der kann weg. Roasted Pork. Haben wir noch eine Loot. So. Habe ich zumindest wieder ein bisschen Platz hier. Da, ja. Gewicht frei. Für diesen ganzen Kappes. So, dann gucken wir mal. Wir nehmen die erstmal mit. Or not. Okay, dann gehen wir mal hoch. Das wird dann wahrscheinlich den Geheimgang öffnen. Lullabelle. Lullabelles Honeybein. Klick. Ja, gehen wir nochmal hoch.
A spillage all over the floor.
One teddy bear. Ja, genau. Oh. Da waren noch Kisten. Ja, gut. City Square. Dann gehen wir wieder zurück zu den Dingen. Und dann werden wir nochmal mit denen reden, wenn es geht. Dann müssen wir trotzdem jetzt wieder diesen Umweg nehmen. So.
You again? I never knew my husband to have such chatty friends. What? Why would you say something like that? Is it jealousy? My gut tells me I should.
Kann man nichts machen. Noch mit dem reden.
What? Are you here to recommend I kill my wife too? Or my aunt? Or Her Majesty herself? Get away from me.
I said move along.
Da ist er.
What say you? Best regards and all that.
Na, ist natürlich schon ein
What say you? Best regards and all.
Bisschen unbefriedigend, sage ich mal.
Move on, please.
Vielleicht habe ich das auch in der falschen Reihenfolge jetzt gemacht und deshalb geht das nicht. Ich meine, das, was hier drin steht. We found a note from someone called I. It seems that there's something hidden beneath the estate of Michel Ross. We can find out just what this is for ourselves by entering the cellars using a key given to one of the dead wedding guests when selecting a wine named after Michel's pet pig. Ja, es ist ja alles schon erledigt. Deshalb es ist eigentlich ein bisschen Unsinn, dass das da noch Naja, okay. Dann gehen wir wieder runter. Vielleicht ergibt sich da woanders noch was. Diese ah doch, die Tür ist jetzt offen. Hm. Habe ich nicht gesehen. Hatte ich aber eben, glaube ich, sogar erwähnt. Ja, egal. Gut, dann werde ich hier erstmal einen Schnitt machen. Und dann werden wir beim nächsten Mal Ah, da ist die Cathedral. Dann gehen wir erstmal nach Westen. Denn das wird dann wahrscheinlich auch eher so das optionalere Gebiet sein und dass er dann so mehr zum Ende hin, vermute ich mal. Gut, ja, schauen wir beim nächsten Mal weiter. Bis dann!